Hi there! In this video you will hear an inspiring story called The Power of Consistency. It's perfect for English learners at A2-B1 level, so listen carefully and try to understand as much as you can. At the end, there will be a useful list of words from the story to help you grow your vocabulary. And don't forget to like this video, it really helps support the channel. Take a deep breath, relax, and enjoy the story. Let's begin. A new goal. My name is Leo. I'm 14 years old and I live in a small town. One day, I decided that I wanted to become better at drawing. I always liked art, but I never practiced much. I would draw something once, then stop for weeks. I thought, if I really want to improve, I need to do something different. So I made a new goal: draw every day, even just for 10 minutes. It didn't have to be perfect. I just needed to do it. My idea was simple: small steps every day. My teacher once said, "Consistency is more important than talent." I didn't understand that at first, but I wanted to try and see. I got a small notebook and some pencils. I wrote the date on the first page and drew a simple apple. It wasn't great, but it was a start. Then I wrote a reminder on my phone to draw every day after school. I felt excited. It was not just about drawing, it was about building a habit. I wanted to see what would happen if I didn't give up this time. This goal was not big or scary, it was small and clear. I felt like I could really do it. That was the beginning of my journey, a simple goal, a small change, but it was the first step toward something bigger. The first week. The first day was easy. I came home from school, ate a snack, and opened my notebook. I drew a cup. It looked funny, but I smiled. "That's okay," I said to myself. "It's only day one." On the second day, I almost forgot. I was playing video games and suddenly remembered my goal. It was already 9:30 p.m. I ran to my notebook and quickly drew a tree. It wasn't great, but I did it. I felt proud. I didn't give up. The third day was better. I finished my homework early and had time to draw slowly. I drew my cat, Luna. She was sleeping on the couch and I tried to copy her pose. It looked a little strange, but it really looked like her. Day 4 came and I felt a little tired. I thought, maybe I can skip just one day? But then I remembered something: small steps every day. I opened my notebook and drew a star. Just a simple star, but it counted. By day 5 I noticed something. Drawing started to feel easy. My hand moved faster and I didn't think so much. I just drew. I even started to enjoy it more. On day 6 my mom saw my drawings. She smiled and said, "You're improving already." That made me feel happy inside. And on the 7th day, I looked back at my first drawing and then at my newest one. Wow, I could really see the difference. It was only 1 week, but something had changed. Not just my drawing, but me too. Small steps every day. After the first week, something amazing started to happen. I didn't need to remind myself to draw anymore. Every afternoon, I came home, opened my notebook, and started sketching. It became part of my day, like brushing my teeth or eating dinner. Some days, I felt excited and full of ideas. I wanted to draw everything. Other days, I felt tired or lazy. But even then, I picked up my pencil and drew something simple: a line, a shape, a face. I told myself, it doesn't have to be perfect, just show up. And guess what? Those small drawings mattered. One day I drew a hand. It looked terrible. The next day I tried again. Still not great, but better. A few days later, I drew another hand, and wow, it finally looked right. I smiled and whispered, "This is working." Sometimes my friends asked, "Why do you draw every day? Isn't it boring?" I just laughed and said, "No, it helps me feel calm, and I'm getting better." They didn't understand at first, but that was okay. One night, it was raining hard outside. I was cozy in my room, drawing a street with little houses and umbrellas. I looked at the drawing and thought, this didn't exist before, and now it does because I made it. That felt like magic. I didn't need big changes or perfect days, just a little time, a little effort, and a lot of heart. That's what small steps every day can do. When it gets hard, not every day was easy. After 2 weeks, I started to feel stuck. My drawings didn't look good. I made mistakes, erased a lot, and felt slow. One day, I stared at a blank page for 15 minutes. Nothing came to my mind. I thought, what's wrong with me? I felt a little sad. I wanted to skip a day. Just one. Maybe it's okay to take a break, I told myself. But then I remembered. Small steps, remember? I didn't need to draw something big. I just needed to do something. So, I drew a tiny bird. It looked silly, but I smiled. I did it. The next day I felt a little better. I drew a house, then a tree, and slowly the joy returned. Some days school gave me too much homework, or my head hurt, or I was in a bad mood. On those days it was hard to sit down and draw, but every time I did, even for 5 minutes, I felt stronger, like I was keeping a promise to myself. One evening, my pencil broke. I couldn't find another one. For a second I almost gave up, but then I grabbed a pen and kept going. I thought, I won't let something small stop me. That was when I really understood. Consistency isn't about being perfect, it's about showing up even when you don't feel like it, even when it's hard. And every time I finished a page, even a bad one, I felt proud because I didn't quit. That's what made me better. A big surprise? 1 month passed, yes, 1 whole month. I didn't skip a single day. My notebook was almost full and I couldn't believe it. I looked through the pages and thought, did I really draw all of this? Some drawings made me laugh, others made me proud, but every page told a story, my story. Then something unexpected happened. My art teacher at school asked the class to bring one drawing for a small exhibition. I was nervous. What if mine isn't good enough? I whispered. At home, I flipped through my notebook again. There was one drawing I liked. A city at night, full of little lights. It wasn't perfect, but it felt real. So I chose that one. A few days later, the exhibition opened. Parents, teachers, and students walked around looking at all the art. I stood near the back trying to hide. Then I heard someone say, "Wow, this one is beautiful." I turned and saw them pointing at my picture. My teacher walked over and smiled. "Leo," she said, "this is fantastic. You've improved so much." My heart jumped. I didn't know what to say, just wow. My mom was there too. She took a photo and gave me a big hug. "I'm proud of you," she whispered. That night I couldn't stop smiling. All those small, quiet moments, sitting at my desk, drawing when I didn't feel like it. They led to this. A big surprise? Yes, but also a big reward. What I learned, it started with one small goal: draw every day, just 10 minutes. At first, it felt like something simple, but now, after many weeks, I understand. This goal changed me. I didn't only learn how to draw better, I learned something even more important: the power of showing up. Some days I was tired, some days I was busy, and some days I didn't feel like drawing at all, but I still did it, and every time I finished a page, I felt stronger. I learned that success doesn't come from doing one big thing once, it comes from doing small things many times, again and again, like drops of water filling a glass. One drop doesn't seem like much, but over time it becomes full. Now, when I want to get better at something, not just drawing, but anything, I know what to do. I make a plan, I start small, and I keep going. Even when it's hard, even when no one is watching, I still draw every day. It's part of who I am now, and when I look at my old notebook, I smile. Not because every picture is perfect, no, but because every picture is proof I didn't give up. So if you have a dream, a goal, or a skill you want to build, remember this: you don't need to be perfect. You just need to be consistent. That's the real magic. This story was not only about drawing, it was about the power of small actions. Leo didn't need talent or luck. He needed consistency. That's something anyone can build. Remember, even 5 minutes a day can change your life if you do it every day. So don't wait for the perfect moment. Just begin. And keep going. Your progress is in your hands. One small step at a time. Consistency. Goal. Give up. Reminder. Habit. Sketch. Improve. Stuck. Blank page. Erase. Effort. Show up. Reward. Flip through. Exhibition. Whisper. Promise. Quiet moment. Build. Drop of water.